This video is for the YouTube viewers out there who either have never gone shooting or rarely go shooting, maybe a couple times a year or something of that nature, where typically it's a friend or coworker simply introducing them to the shooting sports, whether it's at a firearm range or outside in someone's remote backyard where it's safe to be shooting. And there's a few things I noticed a lot of people online could do to improve not only the safety but also the enjoyment of the shooting sport itself. And I just wanted to highlight those as well for any viewers that are actually interested, and for those individuals that try to do their homework up front and say, hey, I haven't been shooting ever, I want to go shooting, I haven't been in a long time, what kind of things do I need to keep in mind or to remember? And so what I have here is a USP pistol, but basically the same principles will apply to any firearm. I'm just going to demonstrate here with the pistol. And so here, if I eject the magazine, there's no rounds in this magazine, and then here, if I clear this, there's no rounds in the barrel either. So here, after doing a function check, you have a pistol. I'm not going to draw it on a holster or anything, because typically when you have a first-time shooter, you're going to have somebody else come into the picture that's going to grab the pistol. Somebody's already going to be holding it out there. It's going to be on a platform in a shooting range, and someone's going to come up to it. So I'm not going to bother going over holster drawing or anything like that. That's not really what you do as a first-time shooter, is have access to that stuff. So when you come into the pistol, the first and foremost thing that you want to keep in mind is to always keep the pistol pointed in a safe direction, and that is downrange, either at your target or kind of at the low position here, like at the 6 o'clock low position. That way, if the pistol was to discharge for whatever reason, the round is going to impact something that is non-lethal. It's going to hit the ground. It's going to hit the backstop somewhere. It's not going to hit an individual. So especially when you're dealing with real firearms, you don't want to be doing careless activities such as panning the camera operator, or even panning yourself, or typically if you'll see a group of people, you want to keep that pointed away from those individuals. And so even when that firearm is dropped down, you don't want to cross your feet or your legs or the feet and legs of those around you, or even your own appendages, such as your arms as they're coming down to grip. You don't want to pass anything in front of the muzzle of the firearm. It's just a really bad habit, or somebody that's not paying enough attention, that could lead to a potential serious situation if it's not pointed in a safe direction. So always keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. And then second to that is keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. When somebody gives you, or you take possession of a firearm, it's a great habit, and everybody should get into the habit of, when they grip it, of keeping their index finger straight and aligned with the barrel. So that when you grab it and you come in here, you'll notice a lot of people, whether they're drawing from a holster or they're simply at the ready position, their finger is actually outside of the trigger guard and aligned with it. And you'll notice a lot of your better shooters out there and people that have developed that good habit have their finger out here, because it's much harder, if not impossible, almost, for the pistol to discharge if there's nothing in the trigger guard itself. People that have their finger in the trigger and then do stuff like loading drills, etc., they have a much higher likelihood of discharge accidentally when your finger's sitting in here resting, because your natural hand wants to squeeze tight, right? That's your tense motion. And so when you're that tense and your finger's on the trigger, it makes sense that a lot of people may accidentally fire. So keep your finger outside the trigger guard so that there's no chance of discharge. So keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Keep your finger outside of the trigger guard straight until you're ready to shoot. And then finally, what I'm going to consider is the main third point, is if their pistol or firearm has a mechanical safety, know where it is and how to operate it. And on the USP here, you can see, hopefully I can show the viewers at home, there's a mechanical safety where down is fire, all the way down. It's a decocking feature here. So I put that in there. But if it has the safety, know where it is and know how to work it. And if you're coming into a pistol for the first time right there, it should already be on safe. And you should take possession of the pistol, get the grip, point the muzzle in safe direction, keep your finger outside the trigger guard. Then and only then, when you're ready to shoot, take it off with safety, shoot your rounds, and then put it back on the safe, and then leave it there, or transition. And that makes for a very safe transition from one user to the next, whether that pistol is laying on some type of platform, or you're actually handing off back to the owner or to the primary user of the arm. So keep that muzzle pointed in a safe direction. Keep your finger off the trigger, and then if it has mechanical safety, know where it is and how to use it.